The tragedy in Colorado from a new American citizen. When I applied for citizenship, I thought a lot about what the consequences of this could be. And the consequences would have been being part of a community, feel comfortable to share my experience with other people, and loving the country in which you are, and at the same time being able to criticize the problem of this country. And this is one of the problem. And this is the reason why I'm happy to be American right now. I'm not one of those crazy people that cover their eyes and say America the beautiful, America the perfect. I love this country, otherwise I couldn't ever be a citizen. But I hate people that just look at the flag, sing, and they never understand, they refuse to understand the problem this country has. And it's got big problems. One of the big problems is today, Colorado. There is this periodic situation every year, twice a year, in which you have a massacre in the United States caused by a 24-year-old kid that everybody says is crazy. Well, graduate, student, crazy. People, they don't understand, they refuse to understand that they create a society in which practically using weapons is the solution rather than solve the problems. And that's the problem. The fucking Second Amendment of the United States, which is a great amendment, had a lot of meaning when it came out with the Constitution. But now we are in the 21st century. It's not by chance that the countries with lower crime rate and poverty rates, because they are connected, are those countries in which the usage of weapons is very well controlled or not used at all, in which criminality of course exists but at the minimum level. In the United States we have a situation in which at military level we have a suicide every 8 seconds. And even people, as mostly people that never been deployed in a war. We have a situation in which kids, they don't know what kind of future they have because they start their future in debt for their college. Healthcare is a continuous stress because you are not protected by healthcare. The society is becoming more and more violent because instead to keep kids and educate the kids and bring them out of bars, out of gangs and so on, and keep them interested and to build up their life in a society, they are completely left to themselves. And of course, the reference of these kids, the myth, the kind of references are becoming more and more violent. Today, for instance, a smart person that is governor of Pennsylvania, Randall, said something very interesting that I totally approve. And he said exactly these words. Please mark my words. They are so freaking important. Governor Randall of Pennsylvania said, "When I was a kid, the concept of having a hero was very, very interesting because for us, a hero was someone that didn't use the violence. He didn't kill anyone. Actually, was the hero, was the example because he didn't kill anyone. If you look at the movies that we have right now, including the movie, it's kind of a strange, the Dark Knight. The hero is a killer. The hero kills other people and finally becomes the hero because he kills the evil guy. But he's a killer. So in the new society in which we are, people kills people and they are heroes. There is no sense of people help people and they are heroes. This is the problem. This is the models that the new generation have. That is good to come out with a gun and show who you are. And this is psychologically the problem. The problem is that we have prisons that are a business in the United States. It's a tragedy. Because it's a huge business. They're all private. So they have to fill these prisons with tons and tons of people. So they put in prison people that they just for pot, for instance. And at the same time, they don't give education. Education level in the United States is very low. A lot of people drops from school. And you have political parties that promote ignorance. And they say, like Santorum, you remember, the president was try to promote college for kids. Yeah, try to keep the kids street. That's really snob. That's really unfair. I mean, America has really to understand that now they have to choose. Either they change the way of living, or if they come back to what the Romneys, the Santorums, and the other people say around, we will have more and more of these episodes of people killing, more and more of soldiers committing suicide, more and more violence. Not to talk about they refuse to have anti-violence laws for women. They are they vote against anti-bullying laws, which is for me ridiculous. Especially because bullying is the worst things you can teach to anyone. So you have to decide, America. If you want a society that goes back in time in which there is complete lack of regulation of any weapon, and I am not against the hunters because they have the right to hunt. I don't like hunting, but anyway. So I'm not against the Second Amendment, but the concept that you must have a weapon like the Linus blanket and you never grow up. This is childish. This is not what Americans should be. And the second times, people that are against anti-bully laws, that they are against laws for violence against women, people they don't want to have equal pay for women, people that they attack voting rights, people that they send people for 3-4 times to war, soldiers that come back as a veteran, they don't find jobs. Come back as a veteran, they don't find jobs, and they commit suicide every 8 seconds, and shooting every day in the streets, and violence. I mean, really, is this the kind of society you want? There is no way to get out of this. I mean, this is a loop. This is a tragic loop, in which, of course, there will be an elite of people that will always be defended. The remaining 99% of us, that we have to struggle at the point in which we kill each other to survive. The battle of the poors. While the rich people, they live happy ever after. Time to change things. Time to change.